Welcome back to Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. It is a Tier 9 German tank destroyer, and it's located on the north spawn of Redshire on the encounter battle, and it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Well, this one looks like the 15cm gun, but we'll have to have that confirmed any second. Game's about to start, and we're off. Now, is it the 15cm? That's the top gun. It's the 128. Okay, so reload time is just under 10 seconds. If it was the 15cm, it does 750 alpha and it takes 17 seconds to load. This one's a little quicker, but the alpha damage is a lot lower. It's only 560 on the standard shell. It's got increased penetration, of course, with the APCR. It goes from 276 to 352. Well, it's actually basically a redesigned hull for a Panzer IV. It's not quite a Panzer IV as such, really. And the reason for that is obviously it was one of these designs for a Waffenträger, a weapons carrier, which would be used as a tank destroyer. It's got basically parts of a Panzer IV hull, but it's not completely a Panzer IV. And we've got some enemy tanks have come up to the Zeppelin, but nothing to shoot at yet. You notice how Captain Ashstorm knocked those trees down. It's a bit dangerous to do that, because one of the first things that Arty players look for is trees being knocked down like that, because they know that somebody is sitting behind them trying to use them as cover. So you should always be wary of parking behind a fallen tree. I always try to use natural bushes if I can. I like a natural bush. I don't like any trimming or Brazilian, anything like that. I prefer the natural stuff. And enough of my my proclivities. Yes, getting back to the game. Okay, right. I've been totally distracted now. There's still nothing for him to shoot at. We're still waiting for some enemy to pop up, and it looks like the enemy has put somebody into the cap, and it's actually an M41 Walker Bulldog. Our Bulldog spotted him. Oh, now we've got something to shoot at. There's a T30. Oh, lovely one, right through the side of the turret. 628, that's a high roll. And it looks like the enemy have come around the corner, but it's still difficult to get shots because they're only showing the tops of their turrets. And a nice shot there into the M449. But he's regretting that one now because it's shaved off a lot of his health. He's now one shot, and now he's out the game. Back in the garage. But look at that. The enemy tanks have managed to storm around the corner. Object 257 stopping to turn around. Oh, good shot. 556. And he's been joined with an STG. And another shot goes through the 257, wipes him out. So that's 2 kills now for Captain Ashstorm. Now, if you remember what I said, it's 560 alpha, and he's certainly getting good hits. 627, that one. That's a high roll. Next shot will kill that STG, and you don't need to worry because he's down. T34. Nope, that one didn't connect. I think that went right over the top, but he's now in the open, so he might be spotted if these enemies get closer. Centurion 7-1's the only one that's actually managed to make it down unscathed. There's a T30. Right, we can get that shot into that. Yep, big hit. 574, another high roll. T30's down. The enemy has really been badly mauled by that attack, but Captain Ashstorm's going to have to move now because that Centurion is probably going to spot him soon. Strip, and he puts a round through that for 469, which is a low roll. But he's now in the bush, so he might actually be slightly concealed from the Centurion. Waiting for the Centurion to come into view. Once he gets spotted, though, he's going to have to scoot, because this thing is not that fast. And if he stays around, well, anything that hits it's more likely going to go straight through. It's basically a big gun on a hull. That's all it is. It's a huge gun. And it's either got the 128mm or it's got the 15cm. 15cm is basically the same sort of gun that you find on the Guerrilla 15, and there's the Centurion, and he actually didn't come towards us, he actually went straight back towards the camp. So with 3 tanks down on the enemy at the moment, it's a big ask of Captain Ashstorm to save his team. The enemy seems to be accumulating around the castle and just south of the cap. And they are now capping again. In fact, they've got two in the cap. And there's one of them, it's the Centurion. The same one we were looking at earlier. Oh, we had a perfect opportunity, but we have been seen now in the strip. And we take the strip out, and that's a high caliber. But we'll have to keep up the fire rate. The M41's gone down. Okay, so he's pulling back. He's given them the impression that he's going back down the slope, but he's actually reversing back up the slope. So they probably don't know where he is now. But we just lost another tank. It was the T-28 prototype. So there's just 3 left against 5 enemy. The Centurion is now in the cap. And we're backing in very, very slowly. It just shows how slow this vehicle is in reverse. The gun being at the back of the vehicle. And we're looking to slowly find that enemy. And if we have to, we'll scoot forward very, very quickly. The Centurion's found us, but we put him out of his misery. But we need to move now. Yep, because we've been spotted. And the Borsig just put around into us a 513. Now basically he's got the same gun, so he got a low roll there. And you can see where the hole hit, right on the rear. Now, 2 enemies down by the castle. Which one are we going for? Well, we can't get shots on either of them, unfortunately. Not at the moment. Okay, we've got the Wizzy 120 down there. He's spotting for us in the castle grounds. I think we might need to change position. Oh, we've got the birds calling. I think he's interested in this game as well. Okay. Well, not sure, but I suspect that Captain Ashtorm's taking this route because he's concerned about that Borsig. The Canonian Jagdpanzer is down in the south, but he hasn't found the Borsig where he was last seen. He was last spotted in grid square K6, but he's not there now. Makes me suspect that he's actually somewhere over on the east side of the battlefield, because after all he did put a round into Captain Ashtorm while he was just around those rocks, and it came in from his rear, as you can see, just under the gun. He's probably in those bushes. Could be in those bushes. Still no sign. Oh, somebody's saying go to grid square near the cap, and we've been spotted, so that's the Borsig, because the other 2 are over on the other side of the map and they're being held off by the Wizzy 120. At least that's what we believe. The Canonian Jagdpanzer would have spotted the T10 and the Tiger 2, so it must be the Borsig who's spotting us. Got back into this depression. Can use that building. We don't really want to get hit, but we could take a round from that Borsig without dying in the process, unless of course he ammo-racks us. Okay, coming up behind. No sign yet. It could be that he's just across the valley from us in the trees. Yeah, other people are saying that can only go to that... in fact, actually, it's Captain Ashtorm saying that. He's saying go to those bushes across the way. And the enemy just lost their T10. Canonian Jagdpanzer took him out from behind, which just leaves the Tiger 2. We're going up to the bushes, and we're using the houses for cover. We haven't been spotted, which tends to make me think that if the Borsig is the other side of this hill, he can't see us approaching, and we might be about to come across him very suddenly. And yep, we've been spotted. Okay, he knows we're here. The Tiger 2's down. Now where is he? He's right over the hill, and yes, he was there, and he just took a big hit. He might be about to take another big hit from one of our teammates. We're almost reloaded, and that's the kill shot that wins. No, not quite. There's still one enemy out there. A Wizzy 111 1FT, and we don't know where he is either. I thought for a second the game was over. It's not over yet. Now, where did that tank go? He must be over in the southwest corner. Yes, he is. There he is. Can we get a shot? Not from here. He's behind that building at the moment. I don't think he can see us though, and we're in the cover. Now, just need to pull forward a bit so we can bring the gun down. That's better. And oh, why didn't that go through? That should have penetrated straight away. Unfortunately, it didn't go through. It must have hit the ground. We've lost sight of him. We're loaded. That's a kill shot. Wins the game and a top gun for Captain Ashstorm, and he's very happy about that. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank for Captain Ashstorm in the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV. He managed to get a sharpshooter badge, a fire for effect, and a bruiser out of the minor medals, but out of the epic ones, he picked up a high caliber. He did the most damage in the battle. He also picked up a top gun for getting at least 6 kills, and he also got the tank sniper because most of his shots were at long range, at least 300 meters. In fact, you could tell that they were at long range because they were shooting across the valley from the one side from that hill all the way over to the Zeppelin. And yes, he was getting a massive amount of damage on the enemy as they were going down that hill. It certainly didn't help them. And his win rate for that game was 7,492. Very nice indeed. Super Unicum level. And as he said, he carried it. He aced it. Now let's have a look at the team score. Top of the table, 5,711 hit points of damage. The next high scorer was the Strip 103, 4,007. After that came the Kanonen Jagdpanzer with 3,290. When it came to kills, again, he's got the highest amount, double the next highest scorer. The Kanonen Jagdpanzer and Jagdtiger and the Centurion 71 all managed to get 3 kills apiece, but Captain Ashstorm got 6 kills out of that battle. And when it came to base XP, it warns Captain Ashstorm again. He's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,217 base experience points, 1,139 to the Kanonen Jagdpanzer, and 1,041 to the Jagdtiger. He fired 15 rounds in that game. He got 13 direct hits and 13 penetrations. So the gun's got no problem penetrating the enemy. Just need to get the thing on target, and sometimes that can be a bit of a problem. In fact, the 2 rounds that he fired that missed, well, yeah, one sailed over the target and when it was over on the other side of the battlefield, and the other was the Wizzy 111 towards the end, where for some reason it must have either just dipped and gone into the ground. He also managed to get splash damage on one as well. Damage of 5,711 hit points, and 4,221 of that was at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits from the enemy. Both penetrations, I'm afraid, because this hull is dreadful in terms of its glass cannon. One came in from the Borsig, the other, well, both of them came in from the Borsig, actually, it's to be truth. And he damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and did damage assistance of 762 hit points. And yep, that was it. So on the premium count, he earned 65,169 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply, he took away 37,740 credits. He received 3 bonds because he got the high caliber, the top gun, and the tank sniper. And on the XP side, he earned 1,825, got 7,304 for completing the mission events, took away 9,129 experience points altogether. So I think he's a very happy bunny after that game, and it was a very good game. It just shows the capabilities of the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, which is quite a meaty little tank destroyer at this level. But of course, it's not quite the Gorilla 15, but of course once you get to the Gorilla 15 you're rather spoiled because you've got a 15cm gun doing 750 alpha per shot. But of course you can get a 15cm gun on the Waffenträger, and I think it won't be long before Captain Ashstorm has one of those. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.